And systems stay completely out of our region. There's a lot of wet stuff going on to the east of us and cold winter-like weather. And now in the Pacific Northwest, another storm system is going to knock on the door over the next couple of days and bring in more rain. They've had a lot, which is great news for them. They need it almost as much as we do. What's going to happen with us, though, as we get a little bit closer to the west coast, is rain chances pretty much evaporate once we get to the Bay Area. Now, there is a slight chance over the next few days that some pop-up showers could happen in our northern areas, but we're not looking at a really big chance of that. Rain chances stay minimal. Strong onshore flow, though, that will increase our westerly flow, although there are some little inklings that little minor offshore flow events could also jump in here. Really spotty in nature. So we'll just kind of focus on the cloud cover. And there's your marine layer today, filling in across the board. And then at the top, you can see high level clouds and mid level associated with the next little systems that run by. And then watch right there. It kind of evaporates. Doesn't really want to hold together much farther south than about Monterey County. So there is a chance through about Thursday that we could see a sprinkle or two, but really not a big chance. And that means we'll just go ahead and focus on the good news for them is that more rain does show up like a fire hose into the Pacific Northwest and up into Canada. They were really hurting with the drought as well. Now they're doing much better. This looks very La Nina-ish in the sense that they're getting all the rain up here. Let's hope, though, that it being a weak La Nina, that some of this starts to get farther south over the next at least month or two. And there's your fog for Wednesday morning, and it fills in up and down the entire region, down into the Oxnard Plain as well. The numbers aren't really popping up there. I apologize for that. But everybody pretty much is going to have the same story. But look as we go into Thursday, though. Look at this. It gets so thick along some of our coastline, down by Port Hueneme into maybe Point Mugu and then back up toward the Lompoc region and maybe Los Osos of Morro Bay. Reduced visibilities. There's nothing official right now as far as any watches or a dense fog advisory, but there is that chance that that could happen, so you want to be careful with that. And now for Santa Barbara, AM fog below normal temperatures. Boy, and that's an understatement compared to what it was just a few days ago when we had a 90 pop up. I think that was on Saturday, and boy, that was toasty. Also a record for Santa Barbara. Now Gaviota, 60 degrees, a wind right there. If it stays out of the north here and there, you might stay fog free. Otherwise, you're going to be having the marine layer just like everybody else. So Pismo, a cool 60, Avila 64. Look at Cambria at 62 and Morro Bay also that. And then if you go up through San Luis Obispo, you get more of a Goldilocks temperature and then just slightly warmer as we head up the Cuesta to the southern Salinas Valley. 66 for Camarillo, Santa Paula 68, Ventura 63. Not a whole lot to talk about as far as the weather. Now, if we do get some little wind events here and there, might gouge out the clouds. Also, there is that slight chance that a sprinkle could jump into the mix for our northern areas as we head into next week. But, I mean, excuse me, over the next few days toward next weekend. That's the word I'm looking for. But for the most part, though, things stay pretty quiet. Just a heavy onshore flow, slight chance of sprinkles, really no big wind events expected except for maybe some minor little puffs of offshore breezes here and there. And overall, it just looks like a really nice forecast all the way into the weekend where it gets a little warmer. And then looks like early next week, we start to cool things down ever so slowly again.